Hey man, I'm sorry about that. I ain't had my damn microphone on. Give me 1 second. Let me set this up again. Tyson Food having a recall on a lot of their chicken. As an investor, do you buy or sell? So give me a second. Let me hook this back up. I had everything all set up and shit. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for y'all patience. All right. Tyson Food just had a Tyson Food just had a recall on all its chicken. Right. Well, a lot of chicken was sold in Walmart, things of that sort. So if you had stock in Tyson chicken, what do you do? And also, if you don't have stock in Tyson chicken and wanted to get stock in Tyson chicken, what do you do now? And this is not that, invested advice. This is my personal opinion and my personal decision what I would do if I got some Tyson chicken stock or was looking to get it, which I don't. But I will be looking to get it eventually. Let me give you a little breakdown of what's going on in the news about Tyson chicken.
Recalling nearly 8.5 million pounds of ready-to-eat chicken due to listeria concerns.
8.5 million. 8.5 million pounds of chicken. That's a lot of damn chicken.
And the company is recalling frozen, fully cooked chicken made between December 26th, 2020 and April 13th of this year. All the products subject to have recall have the ESTP789. Let me say that again. ESTP-7089 on the bag.
I didn't know that they actually put like a license plate on the bag of chicken when they when they sell chicken. That's something new. Shit. I know they're taking them down in a lot of Walmart stores, so or you can return it.
Or in the USDA mark of inspection. That's how you know if this is affected by the recall. An investigation revealed 3 cases of Listeria in early June, including 1 death.
I didn't know they had such a thing called listeria. So I don't get it. But look, if we go do this investing thing, one of the things Warren Buffett will tell you, let me go get it on camera. One of the things Warren Buffett will tell you is some of the best times to invest in stocks, regardless of how you feel about it. All right. One of the things you want to know, when you got situations like this, you remember back in the days, some of y'all remember when Toyota had a recall. I wasn't sure what I forgot exactly what it was. There was an airbag recall, brake recall for some companies, some motor companies. You would think even Johnson and Johnson with the talc powder, with the ovarian cancer stuff, So those companies, when they're that big, they don't take much of a hit. Now here's Tyson Foods stock price right now. It's at $73.62 a share. Now this is a daily chart, and each one of these represent a day right here. But I'm gonna go to a little hourly chart and get a little closer look up, a little closer, a little look up close. How about that? When you look up close now, because it was the holidays and this news just came out, what you want to do is, I would think that the stock price might drop a little bit. It looked like it was on a little decline from up here around right at about $80 a share. It started declining. So it's been going down about $7 a share. You had a nice dip here all the way down to about $72 a share. So with that kind of news, you have to think that some people are going to sell some short the stock or sell well, what short mean, they're going to sell their shares in the stock and wait till they clear up some of this business and probably get back in a little later. But some people are not trying to lose money with the stock. It looked like it was going on a downtrend. This news doesn't help it whatsoever. So this is what you do. If you kind of give you an idea, I like to go and look at different companies. I mean, different websites. Tip Ranks is real good for this. Different websites, and I keep track of Tyson Foods. It was a moderate buy with Tip Ranks. Now, one of the things I wanted to see if it had dividends. Tyson Foods, I'm sure, has dividends. All right, here it is right here. Dividend yielding about 1.78%, 2%, 1.78, 2%, 2.38 a year. All right, that's still better than probably the banks. But it was already considered a score on Tyson Foods as a neutral, maybe moderate buy. And check on this one. This is what E-Trade says. All right. This is E-Trade. E-Trade is real good for getting information. One of the things you're able to do now that people wasn't able to do before is you can track any stock, learn how to invest, and also get a lot of expert advice on the stock. But I never recommend you do that. You still, since this is your money, you want to learn this from the bottom up. It's good reference tools, to reference to dig into the fundamentals and the technical analysis on some of these stocks. But you definitely want to learn how so you get a better understanding. I hate when people want to buy a stock and they only heard of the company name. But let me do a little research on Tyson Foods. All right, there go Tyson Food. I use the E-Trade. That's my that account that you see there. I have right here. I have an option trade going with PAGS, and I'm gonna let y'all know how that's going. It's doing pretty good. I lost a few dollars on one. I lost a few percentage, but I'm giving a little rundown on that. All right, this is Tyson Foods. It was already in trouble. Some companies considered it a buy, so on and so forth. Whenever you want a breakdown of a company, here it is. Here's the company overview. Tyson Food Company engaged in offering chicken, beef, pork. Y'all pretty much familiar with Tyson Foods. If I wanted to know if there was, if I wanted to do any research on it, I can easily dig into it. And E-Trade just gonna give you all kind of good information, right? They have projections of Tyson Foods through, I think that is Tip Ranks analysis. Yeah. Analyst, yeah. Right. Well, anyway, they got a projection. A low projection would probably be about maybe 75, then about 83, 84. They got and maybe a little bit over 90. You know, it's a buy. It's a moderate. A lot of people like to hold this stock because of the dividends, I'm pretty sure. and the company does well. Don't be fooled by the bad news. Now you see here, here's a chart pulled up on E-Trade, right? A lot of times people want to buy a stock or buy into a company. When you buy a stock, as Warren Buffett would say, you take it like you're actually buying the company. This is the month chart, and we go get a 6-month chart. See this chart here? Let me open this up a little bit for y'all. All right, see this chart? This is a 6-month chart. Charts give you a good idea of how the stock is performing. Right here, you have I think those are earnings date indicators. Momentum of the stocks when the stock is coming down. And see, with this news here, I think that it's gonna come. This stock is going because of the short sellers, people that might get out until Tyson Food corrects itself. I think the stock will probably. I can see Tyson Food stock dropping a little more. Now, this was how I was looking over the course of a year. You see, when you look at this, damn, when you look at the charts, you get a better view of what the company was really about. You can like a company, but if it's not crossing these trend lines, you could customize your trend lines when you get into your investing. It don't make no sense to put money into it. Now, with the news that Tyson Food has, if I own the stock, I probably wouldn't sell it because I'm probably in it for the long term and the dividends with Tyson Food, and they got pretty much a solid reputation. I mean, it's registered. If I owned it already and I was already into it, but you can see how this chart fluctuates, and this is over. What this cursor is, this was 2020, right? It was on a nice upswing. Maybe that, and this is March. Well, wait, get to March 2020. All right, this was March 20. There we go. Stretch this map out a little bit. Right, you can see, oh shit, I'm way behind. Yeah. See, this was in March. This is when coronavirus hit. This would always tell people. See that shit there? They start selling this stock in January of 2020. We didn't know about coronavirus till March, and then all hell broke loose. See all this time here? Some of these companies have to follow the money. That's why you see that, people have to follow the money. That's why you're seeing that, some of the people that Trump pardoned and all that shit, they've been knew the money was going, the stock market. They knew coronavirus was here already. When you follow the money, they're gonna answer a whole lot of shit. If I go to the bank stocks, you go see the bank stocks start dipping in probably January. But I'll go through that later. But to answer your question on Tyson, to answer the question on Tyson Food, what would I do right now? I would hold the stock because I would be looking long term. A dividend is not a bad company to hold, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion. I mean, you come up with your own, do your due diligence, your homework, or learn how to do this, and I'll point you in a direction if y'all want to know. Or just ask me. I got a whole lot of reference tools to help you speed up on, getting an idea what stock investing is, and especially this chart and shit. This go break. This go break bread for you. That's it. You go make money when you learn how to do some charting. And the shit is not that simple. You all this time they had you thinking you needed a coat and tie and all that shit to do this. You don't. Right? So look, um, I had a question. So I will let this stock fluctuate and probably go down to maybe about $70 a share. And I would get into it if I want to buy into it and get the dividends. I will wait. I will get it on the dip. I'll wait for the fall to drop a little more, especially with this news here. Some people might pull out. We'll see what it look like tomorrow morning. Now that the holidays are over and the market was closed today. So a lot of folks didn't get to react yet of the news because the news just came out. Tyson Food, another recall. But if it dropped down under 70, which is about right here, I'm gonna draw my trend lines. Let me see if it drop underneath $70. That's about $3 a share. If it drop, it go drop quick. It'll drop tomorrow morning if it drops. And of course, all this shit is my opinion and the years, all the time I spent doing this shit. But if it drop, it may drop under 70, and it'll drop fast. Now, if you was an option trader, that's lovely on the put, and you can tell that option traders. This is Weeble chart. Option trading is already loading up on puts. It look like put meaning you think the stock is going to go down. So I'm gonna lock this in and keep it. I'm gonna put it under puts running. So I'm gonna keep track of this. I don't have extra money right now, but if I had extra money, I would put $200 for the August. For the August 2020. Well, actually, I might do shit. I would do the July 16th put, which would mean $100. I will have to put up around $100. And every dollar drop, I might get $48, meaning I will control 100 shares for the option traders, and that's an advanced skill for investing. It would drop every dollar drop. It would drop 48. I think it may drop $3 or $4. So that would be if I put up $100, I might make 300 or close to. Well, no, like 150. Yeah, 150, 200, and that can be done early on. But I'm gonna check it in the morning and see if I was right or not. Tyson Foods, neutral buy. But that's all I got for Tyson Food. If you want to get in Tyson, like the chart, just follow the chart and wait till the money move. And then it goes back. When it goes back up to a decent or reasonable price, then that may be a good buying opportunity. A lot of people sit back in their everyday world and talk about, what they see on the news and the stock market and stuff like that, and they think it's risky, and so I get all that and so forth. And there are also people that actually invest, so, but this is my thing. Why not invest in the company? We sit up here and watch, folks buy stock when the company goes down and they take a dip and then saying, I should have got some of that stock when it was down. I can tell y'all a whole bunch of companies that y'all just literally just did not get. We not y'all, we all missed out on some shit, especially during this coronavirus. Good at prime example. Look at the companies that went all the way down to the bottom, lowest, cheapest stock price. And I'm going to just come off the head with a couple of them. Gap. All the brick and mortar stores were closed. Rock bottom prices was Macy's. Macy's went all the way down. Macy's, even though they didn't have, they were struggling financially or whatever it is with the March 19th, but it's going all the way up. It was going to hit the bottom. But Macy's did not close. So whatever that bottom dollar price was, that was a good time to get in. But everybody was messed up financially. But it's just a life lesson in investing. Let's see who else went rock bottom. Steinmart. I don't know if some of y'all are familiar with Steinmart, but Steinmart went all the way to penny stock and now is delisted. They filed bankruptcy, everything. So they got a whole lot of companies that filed Chapter 11 and Chapter 13 that haven't shook back yet. And from New Orleans. So when we say shake back, I mean, that's pretty much what it is. They ain't shake back yet. So But the company is still good companies. So if they can survive this downside, stuff like that, and come back after coronavirus, those are good buying opportunities. You know, and I'm just giving an example of company. I'm not necessarily telling you what companies to get. I'm just trying to get you in your investing frame of mind. Because if you don't start with an investing frame of mind, you're gonna be on damn Robinhood or something like that, or Cash App just saying, "Oh, I like Disney," or "I want to get some cryptocurrency," and not be aware that Elon Musk said something about cryptocurrency that he's not accepting anymore, and the shit tanked. So that's why I encourage, especially black folks, to invest their own money and build their own personal wealth. Because if you don't do it, who else will? So that's all I got for y'all. Holla at me, man. Send me some information. If y'all want to know something, I'll walk you through. Or give me a company to look over, and I'll give you my opinion on it. Peace out.